If you like my content, click subscribe and hit the notification button if you want regular updates on my uploads. Go check out my brother's YouTube channel. His channel's name is Bren Mobile. He posts like really high quality clips of Call of Duty mobile gameplay, and his channel is very professional. Link is in the description and I recommend you go there. Okay, so recently I just played Halo Reach, so I decided to do a little tier list, assuming you guys like these types of videos. Reach isn't my favorite Halo campaign by any stretch of the means, but it was nice to play it and give it a shot again and see what I thought. Take kind of a fresh perspective on the mission, since I hadn't played it in a long time, like to the end. It's probably been years. So let's do this. We start right out of the gate with Winter Contingency. And I like it, but I feel like it's really basic for a Halo mission. There's not really anything that draws you into the game. It's cool that the Covenant are on Reach and everyone kind of panics and things are kind of not going the way of the good guys. That's kind of cool. We're introduced to our characters, and some of them are cool, but some of them are a little basic and don't have much personality. But I'll get into that in another video. But this mission's kinda... it's okay. To be honest, it's like... I give it a C compared to all the other missions. I feel like the combat was a little basic and there wasn't much to do, and the kind of like fighting in the base was pretty meh. I don't know. It's just not my kind of level, really. Next we have Oni Sword Base. And I feel like I really do like this mission a lot. It's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I like the fact that you're teaming up with Kat. I like Kat as a character. Her, George, and Emil are kind of my favorites. Not in that order, but other than Noble Team, let's talk about the mission. The combat's pretty cool. The vehicle combat's cool. When you're in the base, the combat's really solid. Like, towards the end of the mission, it gets really cool. And then you end up blowing up a huge super carrier, and George kind of shows up, being all cool and stuff. And Halsey shows up at the end, being kind of annoying. But I liked the mission. I'll give it a B. It was pretty solid. I liked the vehicle and interior combat. Nightfall's a pretty cool mission. I like it. It's definitely better than the first two missions. You're with June, though, and I'm not a big fan of June. I feel like he's a little not very developed as a character. The stealth combat's really solid, though, and the weapons they give you are cool. You get a sniper at the start, and the infiltration of like the bases is super cool. You help the civilians and do all that kind of stuff. I liked it, mostly for the combat. And it was kind of a throwback to Truth and Reconciliation from Halo 1, where you save Captain Keyes at night. So, I'm gonna be honest, I give it like an S. I love the combat in this mission. Tip of the Spear is a pretty interesting mission. A lot of people like it, and I get why. It's just not my favorite mission. And I think it's really cool. There's some standout segments, like the turret section with George, and getting up to the spire is really, really cool. But I feel like the beginning part with Kat, where you're taking out like the guns, is kind of boring and annoying. Not that I don't like Kat, but I just don't really like the guns part of it. So I give it an A tier. I think it's a solid mission, but it just doesn't crack number one for me. Long Night of Solace. Now, this mission's also pretty cool. You go to a Saber launch facility. I will say my one issue with it is the plan is absolutely stupid. Sending a makeshift bomb to take down one supercarrier is kind of weird. And also not testing the detonator, so it just malfunctions and kills a Spartan 2, which I don't even get me started with that. But the assault on the base was pretty cool, very standard fare. I think it was cool that it transitioned into space combat, and the sacrifice with George was really cool. I liked his sacrifice, even if the plan behind it was really dumb. I'm leaning towards an S tier because I really like the Corvette combat and all that stuff. It's really cool. Exodus is a really cool mission. Mostly for the intro, where Marty O'Donnell's music really shines at the beginning when you look out into the city that's war-torn. Plus, saving the civilians is pretty cool, and we get to fight brutes for the first time in the campaign, which is also really awesome. And then some ODSTs give you jetpacks. There's a lot of cool stuff in this mission. Same with the part where the civilian carrier gets shot down. It shows you that the UNSC are not in control of the situation. The section with the suicide grunts was kind of a little bit annoying because of how difficult they were, especially on Heroic. I had a hard time with them. But for the most part, the mission was very fun and I liked it a lot. Really good mission. I would give it... I would give it a... I'm leaning towards A or S. I guess in comparison it's an A tier map, but still really good. New Alexandria. This mission is very, very good, especially since you get to fly a Falcon around. In the beginning's really cool, with the music and the desperation, with like the rain and the dark city as it's being glassed by the Covenant. Paints a really cool picture. I will say the transition was a little bit odd, because in the last mission it's all like bright and sunny and it seems like there's a little bit of hope in the music, and then immediately after Reach is getting glassed completely. I think they kind of jumped the gun with the tone a little bit. Like, way too fast. The Falcon gameplay is solid, though. So is the in-building combat. It's amazing. It's a non-linear mission, so you can basically do whatever you want and beat any objective in any order you want. And it's a great level. Love the combat. Love the scenery. Amazing level. Easy S tier. Cat's Death. Not a fan of Cat's Death. I feel like someone other than June should have walked out of Reach, since he was the least interesting character. But otherwise, great mission. The package. Well, really cool mission. A little frustrating though on Heroic. And really the story is kind of cool. The intro is really cool. You get to see Noble Six kind of leading his own ODST team to go fight the Covenant, and they're going to go back into the base that you were at on Oni Sword Base. It's a cool reversal, and I think it's a great level, but at the same time, minus Cortana being in it, and, you know, foreshadowing of the other Halo games, I like it as a mission, but it's not my favorite. Minus the atmosphere, I give it an A. Next we have Pillar of Autumn, and the intro is pretty interesting. I'm a little confused as to how Carter gets injured. Like, I understand the Banshees attack him, but I don't know. It felt kind of forced to me that Carter got injured and had to sacrifice himself with the Scarab when Spartans take out Scarabs all the time. Like, I don't understand the need of that sacrifice. And same with Emil's. Emil's death was really bad. Like, really bad. There's no way a Spartan would get stabbed from behind with an energy sword by an elite. They would most likely notice the elite on their motion tracker and kill them. But gameplay-wise, I think it's alright. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I think Keys being in it and you controlling a Mac cannon is really cool. And the combat's kind of frustrating, but it's decent. Honestly, I'll give it like an A. I'm just gonna say it right here. Lone Wolf is an amazing mission. Even though I feel like you didn't really need Lone Wolf, to be frank, I feel like Noble Six could have just left and they could have just sent some random Marine to man the Mac cannon, but aside from that being really weird and kind of dumb, mission's really cool. Piano music at the beginning is amazing, and seeing Reach get destroyed is just really cool because it shows the Covenant's a threat. They're not just, easily beatable enemies. I really, really like Lone Wolf. The atmosphere is amazing. The soundtrack is incredible. You actually dying at the end is amazing. Like, your character dying and sacrificing himself to protect Reach is pretty cool. Or the Pillar of Autumn, or not Reach, because Reach is basically donezo. There's no coming back for Reach, but you die, the elites kill you, and then Halsey does a little speech for you, which was pretty cool, honestly. I really liked the mission. Easy S tier, perfect final mission for the game. Couldn't have been anything better. I still would have had some Spartans survive more than just one person on Noble Team. Really, that part was kind of stupid to me. And the music and tone of Lone Wolf is really cool. You can feel the despair with the really sad piano that Marty plays so well. It's really a sad mission, even though I don't really think Noble Six had much character, which bugged me, but this isn't a video about Noble Team, so yeah, overall, pretty good campaign. I mean, yeah, you're going to be like, oh, there's a lot of S and A tiers, but the mission design's fine. The issue is the story just isn't as good as the other Halo games. So that's my opinions on Reach, and thank you for watching, and see you later. Cat, 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 cat.